What up, y'all? It's your boy Jimmy Dukes here for another The Meetup conversation with another content creator. We got Mr.
Wezzzy.
How many Z's?
Man, 5 of them. Man.
5, and then NGD. What's NGD?
NGD is a No Glitch Dynasty.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that's like a.
It's basically like a clan, like a group.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of us.
Cool.
But it's like where I'm at with it's just like I'm on to just promoting for all of us to get things out there more. So I do all the big time. I'll be the big time traveler for the moment till we can all do it as
one. That's dope.
So, you could build in. All it takes is like a couple of videos. You can show them and then let them know like, yo, man, this is really happening. Like, we really doing something big. So all it takes is a little motivation for the rest of them. Just jump on the board.
Yeah, I like that.
And then everybody take off together.
Yeah. And to be transparent, I didn't know who you were until this weekend.
Yeah.
And one thing I could say about you is when I was walking around, I was like, you were a friendly ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were talking
100%.
to everybody, not bugging, casually, hanging out. I was like, oh, cool. And I just kind of started talking to you on Friday night, just at the club where everybody's hanging out. And then, of course, I saw you at the meetup yesterday. And I was like, hey, man, I'd love to talk to you. And then you obliged. So I appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah. No, bro. It's good to see again. Look how far we came. Just content creating and gaming and everything. So to see people, got a passion behind it. And I saw your page, I was like, yo, you really put a lot of work to it. Bro.
I appreciate it, man.
You put a lot of work into it. So
I'm trying, bro.
I would love to get to it was like almost I want to get to know you more and what you do and what you get down with. So this was all like this was supposed to happen.
And this is the exact reason that I like the meetup. Last year I came for the first time. And at that time I was a year and a half of creating content. So I was like, I'm gonna go just to go. Shout out to my boy Reef. He put me on it.
That boy Reef.
And then Titsu's Temple, aka the Unfortunate One.
Yep.
He lives out here too. So I was like, all right, let me go meet these guys in person that I've met online.
Right.
But before we were recording, we were saying just meeting people in this space, like it just that energy and the being around people like that, learning, talking, just getting to know each other is dope, man. That's the reason that I enjoy this meetup. The second time around, I was more like, all right, dope.
This is big. That's why they said it. What's the line? Network is the best work, man.
Yeah.
Because you can always be tied into somebody you may never thought you'd be tied into to where you're like, yo, we're locked in forever.
Yeah.
Just off the strength of we have the same dream, we have the same passion. We just all want to win. You know what I'm saying? So
I like how you said that because I always want everybody to win.
That's the
in
goal.
whatever ways they want or pursuing themselves when it comes to this or not is one thing that I've been more open with talking to people. And, we all learn from each other in different little ways, man. So talking about content creation, was like gaming part of your life growing up as a kid? Like what was your first game or first console that you had?
So first of all, shout out to my dad, my mom and dad, but my dad, when I was since I was potty trained, man, my dad just had sat me right down and just had the game. I used to watch him play the game nonstop. So
what was he playing?
NBA, I think it was NBA Live 95. Mind you, I was born in 93, but I was remembering the 95. And then my first basketball game was NBA Live 97. So that was my first game. But I got addicted to the Sonics. My dad kept me well equipped with games.
Yeah.
So it's that's why where I'm up to now when I'm streaming and stuff, I vibe through so many games. I dib and dab to everything. If I can get my hands on it and learn a little bit, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I like how you say that because my boy Miko, Titsu's Temple, he'd always say, we're all gamers, man. It's hard to stick to one game.
It's hard.
It really is. Because, for a while with, how long have you been streaming for?
Oh man, since 2018.
Okay, yeah, so think about it that way. Yeah, so back then you had to have one game and you had to have that home-based game to be known for. But as everything started shifting and changing, people were more open to be a variety because they're like, oh, if you're a variety, you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
You have to have one game. You have to be the Apex guy. You have to be the Warzone guy. You have to have that one game. And when I started streaming, I was like, okay, I have to do Warzone. Everybody's doing Warzone.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then after a while, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't really like this game as much as I thought I did. I want to play other shit. And I was afraid to because of the numbers and shit like that.
And then that's what everybody was worried about, and they fear of. He's like, man, if I play this, I don't think I'm gonna get the right traction. I don't think I'm gonna get the right. See, that's when I like really got into it. I still, when I first started, I still streamed a lot of games. So again, because when I was seeing certain streamers that just build a network and community, you just dipping and dabbing in so many games to where somebody would be like, man, I didn't know you played this game, man. We can play sometime. Those be the best comments when I see on the stream when somebody say, yo, man, you play that too? Oh, I didn't know you run that. What? You got that game,
that's cool.
Those be the best things to where, because you build a connection.
Yep.
And then going forward, the same people you play the game with, they could be at work or something. They be like, man, yo, I got a homeboy to play this game. Man, he's nice in this game. You should check him out.
Yeah, that's cool because we all of us have different interests, and like you're right. Like I'll play a game, and they're like, I'll play scary games every once in a while. Like, you play horror games? I'm like, yeah, not all the time, but I mix them in. I mix them in. I enjoy them. Yeah, I enjoy them too, just like everybody else. Like, I'm not gonna play this shit all the time.
Right.
But I enjoy playing them. So talk about like you said you grew up, had X amount of games in front of you and playing. How did it lead to just like you coming across a streamer realizing that I want to try that? Like, how did that come across?
So when I used to watch streamers. I used to watch a lot of streamers do what they do, as far as like, when you watching YouTube or something, like, man, I can do that. But it's not till somebody I used to know that was that just started streaming. But I was looking, I was like, all right, it's somebody that I know can do it. I think I could do it as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a people's person. I'm more of a getting out there. I can dip and dab and get along with any and everybody. So I was like, why not? And I can have fun doing it. I'm doing what I love. So yeah, they get like when I'm streaming, I think everybody get all types of sides of me, the goods, the bads. Of just at the end of the day, I'm letting them know this is me.
Yeah,
this is who I am. So gotta love it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like and I was talking to you, and we were crossing paths throughout the weekend and just kind of chit chatting. But I enjoy getting to know people when it comes to this space, because I like everybody has different walks of life and upbringing, but one thing we all have in common is gaming. You know what I mean? And 100%. I have 2 kids, and I grew up playing games, and they play games, and in moderation, I make sure they're good kids and not little assholes and do good in school, right? But gaming is not as bad as it always had the bad stigma for like the longest time. Because like, oh, you're just wasting your time. You're not going outside. You're melting your brain. But you could make a living with anything that comes around with gaming in some aspect if you do go into that avenue, man. So
it's big.
Yeah.
Thanks, mom and dad.
Yeah, hey, that's what's up. Hey.
So it's really big. So even with like when I look at my son, like, I'm not gonna force it. Like, you're going to play games. You're gonna like look at this. Look at all this is happening. No, it's like, but he sees it. Like, he loves it too. He enjoy it. So when he's like, I'm with my dad, and he see that feeling of like, no, when that kills me, it's just looking at him, looking at me play the game.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
That feeling of when he like,
yeah. Like, that's dope. I like how you said that, because and we're just getting to know each other. But my older son is 7, and we stream together. You know what I mean? We play Fortnite together. He carries my ass a lot of the time. Yeah. But it just having that connection with your son and doing something together, and I see that he's enjoying it, and I'm able to guide him to make him realize that gaming is fun, and it shouldn't ever be like, I don't want my kid to ever be that toxic kid in the lobby, or not knowing what my kid's doing playing. Like, if you're not having fun and playing this, you're not gonna play. Simple as that. If I hear you yelling and bitching,
yo, I'm trying to tell you, you don't understand. You got one time for me. I think got one time with me to hear my son, F you, bro. Fuck out of here. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, you're done. Cut the game off. You ain't having fun, bro. This is not where it's at. We're not arguing, man. We're not coming here to argue. Don't let them get the best of you. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're here to have fun.
Yep.
Dominate.
Yeah. Right. And that's cool. I like how you said that your son looks at you and you playing, and because my son thinks I'm the shit because I'm a streamer. I'm not much of a big of a streamer, but he's like, they look up to us. You know what I mean? It's so cool.
That motivates you. And not even my son, but the support, and like go back to the NGD and family and friends. Like, yo, when you it could be times when you have a little downtime or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't let that get to me like that no more. But when you have a little downtime, like a brick wall or whatever, yo, support is strong, bro.
Yeah.
When you have a good, that's what keep keeps you going. But on my downtime, if I feel like I might hit a wall, I just use motivational quotes like, the Steve Harvey, the Denzels, or just random YouTube quotes.
Yeah.
And just watch videos all day, bro.
Yeah.
And just instead of like sometimes listening to music, I just be in my game room and I'll just have motivational like quotes going to where you gotta get motivated, because being a content creator, bro, we hit walls a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We hit walls a lot, bro. So you gotta have a times where you gotta keep yourself going, push.
Yeah.
And that's like listen to the waves and all that stuff. You gotta calm your brain sometimes.
Yeah. I like how you say that, because I was talking to another homie this weekend, shout out to Fox. He was talking about, the motivational thing, because I used to like make fun of people that would watch videos like that.
Yep.
And shit, like, oh, look at this stupid, like, oh, this positive. Like, just get the fuck out of here, right? Right. But this was me, like, my brain 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
But as I gotten older, I'm like,
yeah, bro.
If all these guys are saying the same goddamn thing, they're saying it for a reason.
They're saying it for a reason.
And I just need to listen.
Yo, it's so funny because I was like that. Like, it was kind of weird. I will be a motivational speaker or whatever, but didn't like go through my own resume or whatever. So I used to like, that's when it hit me. Understand when I got older, of course, it was like, yo, you're saying this to people, and people that you motivate, and they actually changing and doing what you do. So why not attack this? Like, I used to work in the kitchen. Like, I went to school for cooking and everything. Like, I did it all. So it came to a point where it was like, I was tired of being, what's the word? I was tired of being
complacent, or
just misused.
Yeah. Okay.
What are my dedications for? Just because at the end of the day, I figured out you gotta know somebody to get to where you want to be.
Yeah. And then and putting in,
because you got all this credentials, all this,
that doesn't mean Well, I truly believe in that, like the balance of having skill and motivation, and then networking and talking to the right type of people. Because some people will miss opportunities,
right,
or feel entitled because of certain things. Or like, oh, I'm doing all this, I should do this. Or if I talk to this person, I should get up there because I've been doing all this. Like, nah, like when it comes to this content creator thing, I vibe off of people, and I kind of get what they're geared toward. If it's not something that's my vibe, we might not get along, and then that's cool.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? But I see you and I respect you doing your thing from afar. But that doesn't mean that we got to be cool.
That's what people understand, the vibe. I think that's a good one you said, because a lot of people miss that. Is if the vibe's not right, I'm a scouter. I'm a body scouter. I scout real well. If I can't see myself not like vibing with you, like I will like, yo, what's going on? How you doing? All right, and I will walk the other way.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you can be civil and casual,
but I can see when I know this person, I can vibe with this person. Oh yeah, if you see me around more, I vibe with you.
Yeah,
like,
and it's a back and forth. Yeah, because there's been times like I'm super friendly with people and trying to get to know them, and they don't see me that way, so I already know it's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna push it. They don't want to
talking to you.
Yeah, it's good talking to. I know when to exit. Yeah. A lot of people don't. Not just in content creation, just in general in life.
They like, keep going and pushing.
So this conversation's done yet?
Like, all right, you know what? Hey, you know what? I got a phone.
And that's what I was saying. Like throughout the whole weekend, I was casually talking to you, but it was never a point where like, all right, are we done?
No, but it's one of those to where if I came over to come talk, we're gonna talk. Like we're gonna talk for a little bit, vibe out. All right, boom. I'm gonna see you again.
Exactly.
Like because it's like where I'm coming from. When I'm growing up again, I'm used to being like the host from the party, host to keep everybody. Yeah,
making sure everybody good.
Bang. I got you. Want some drink now. So that's where that comes from. So when I see people streaming, it's like I saw a lot of streamers, like content creators, that I see them when they live. They in their element, they in their zone. Then when we come to an event, they like,
It's cool seeing people. Because cool. Sometimes you see people who exactly who they are, and then some people they might not.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because there's some people that are more just like shy. Because I was talking to the God Squad last night. We were here, and I think it was Kels or Thrive was like, man, like a lot of gamers are naturally introverts. You know what I mean? We're naturally introverts, so when we go out, it might be a little like Kels was like, man, I stay in my house. I don't go anywhere.
Yo,
I don't talk to anybody. I talk to y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I see you guys in person, I get out of my element to make sure that I talk to my people and shit like that, because I'm normally not like that.
No, yeah, because again, like that's why I tell people when you go to tournaments, and it's so funny because I'm saying like a lot.
Yeah, no, go
But when I go to tournaments and events, I'm the same way, because I used to, like when I was young, I used to be scared, like being around people, because I was in the house a lot just gaming. I didn't get around a lot. But so when I got around and start seeing, like, yo, just say hi.
Yeah.
Just say, what's going on? And they were like, hey, what's up? And then walk away. I'm like, okay, all right, got it. But if you get them, hey, what's going on? How you? All right, let's talk, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, I like this
getting out of that comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, you got to get out. You got to get out a little bit. You got to, you know what I mean? Shake it a little bit. Yeah. Shake it off.
You were just talking about tournaments, and before we started recording, we were just casually talking. You were saying that, man, when I'm gonna try hard, or I'm gonna do, I don't stream. So do you hardcore, like playing tournaments? Like what are the kind of games that you're competing in?
2K, Madden. I still stream those games, but when I'm doing those a lot of events, yeah, 2K, Madden, FIFA, MLB, like the Rocker. Yeah.
So that's cool. So that's your thing. Like the
fighting games as well.
Yeah,
I was streaming it. I mean, we was doing a little.
The tournament. Yeah.
So
See, I never stopped. I used to play the last game. I would stop. That was playing like hardcore, like ranked of anything, was Madden 97, and that's when Vic was on the cover. And everybody was fucking rolling out and bombing it, or rolling out and running. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. You know, that's when I knew that I never grew up playing football. I can't read defenses and playing shit. So when you start playing in those ranked games, or start playing people that know how to play the game, I just couldn't compete. That's when I realized that, okay, I'm not that good. So I would casually just play sports games and play games for fun.
Right.
And then when I started streaming, I was like, all right, everybody's doing Warzone. I got to get good at Warzone. For the life of me, I enjoy having fun and playing games. Like, my content now is just me fucking around and being myself. I'm not gonna get 10 kills. I'm not gonna get the dubs. I'm not winning every other game. So I was okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, I was okay with that, because some people I see when they're in their bag, when they're just murking everybody, but they're so good gamers. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I respect that craft when it comes to that stuff, because that's not me, but that's them, and they're good for a reason and shit.
It's funny because I'm more of, when it comes to Call of Duty and stuff like that, I'm more of a, I can get like almost 5 to 10 kills, but in between that, we're doing so much comedy and having fun. To where it's like, it's not even feel like we're sweating right now. Like we're like, yo, left, down, oh my god, grenade, okay. like no, we don't need all that. Like we're literally just like laughing. Oh, he's down here. Okay, he's downstairs. Got his ass. You know what I mean? So I understand. Yeah. So it's all about fun for me. Again, when you go live, when I hit that live button, I let my bros know, everybody in the party, hey, let's have fun. Yeah. Don't be extra.
Be mindful. That's one thing. That's cool that you say that, because when I started streaming 3 years ago, one of the things, like after I started getting a little traction, as far as like people knew I was streaming, people would want to play with me just because I was streaming, say some outlandish shit. I'm like, all right, guys, you gotta be mindful that I'm streaming live. So I would just mute them, or when I play with people, and if they're acting crazy or their mic sounds like shit, I just tell them, guys, I love you, but I just have to mute you. Your mic sounds terrible. Your kids yelling in the background, or you're eating. Like, all right, you're like, I'm creating content.
The fan be blowing crazy. He's got the fan like a jet fuel. Those are the ones that get me. He was. I'm like, bro, what? You at a jet? You at the airport?
Hey, you need to turn off that PlayStation 3, dog.
He said, "Cut it off, my boy."
Right. So talk about you said earlier you've been to TwitchCon, and now you did this. Compare those two different meetings that you went to, TwitchCon and this. Like, what's the different vibes? Like, how did you approach those, and how did you feel after experiencing them?
The thing that got me with TwitchCon was one, it was just, first of all, San Diego. Shout out to San Diego. It's amazing out there. The place out there is beautiful. I almost just moved out there. If I ain't had my game, I left my game at home. But I had my game system, I would have been moving out there to San Diego. But But it was new. It was something new. I never been to an event that big, and understanding how important it is to keep going. Again, like the only difference here is the amount of people. TwitchCon is big, it's huge. So it was a lot of creators, and a lot of motivation. And here was more about I connected a lot of people with a lot of people more because of how small we was in a big group, and we had time to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
TwitchCon was more of, oh my God, yo, what's up? Let's get a picture. Yo, man, it's good seeing you. Keep going, keep doing your work.
And
we will go talk around. So it was big, but like I'm going this year. I'm going this year in Vegas.
In October.
Yeah. And this is the year I'm trying to because this meetup was more motivation to go out there to do what I just did.
Yeah.
This past weekend, do it more.
Yeah.
Just do it more. Just get out there more.
I think it's like a healthy energy that when I last year when I came and I was timid, I brought my shit, but I didn't really know anybody, and I got maybe 2 or 3 podcasts out of it, and that's when I started getting into the podcast space. I said, you know what, I'm gonna just go and see who wants to talk to me. Yeah. And then since last year, I've been steady grinding as far as putting more episodes out, doing more projects when it comes to this, because I work full time, so I don't have time to stream as much as I would like. Yeah. And I got other things that I got to take care of.
Right.
But one thing I started noticing with my content, I was like, all right, I'm okay with streaming, 10 hours a week. I'll put out a reel every day. I put out VODs every other day, and I'll do podcasts every other week. And I was okay with that. And after that, I felt more confident in myself because coming to the meetup last year and hearing everybody how they go about their business. So I was like, it was cool. It was refreshing to know that everybody's doing it.
The best thing that you just said was you work full time. Heard what he just said. You work full time, bro, and you still make time to chase what you love doing.
Exactly.
You put up a schedule. You found a way to how can I implement this in of my regular life. I know you still putting time to yourself to chase a dream. One thing, and as a parent, that's one thing you always your kids can look back on is hey, no matter what, my dad worked his ass off, but he still had time to put on his dream. Why I can't do the same? That's the best part about doing what we do, because I hear a lot of people, they talk, I work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I said, at the end of the day, I said, I get it, I know how it is, but you're putting yourself into this hole, into this brick wall of not chasing your dreams. You're closing your dreams out. For what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just you want it so bad, do it, because you're gonna be later down the line. You're gonna be sitting there regretting it. Oh man, if I just took that time off that day, do it. Just do it. Ain't no what was my movie? He said, "Do it, do it,
do it,
do it."
What movie was that?
Do it, do it,
do it.
Zoolander.
No, with the Hitch and Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, do it. There was a meme. Do it. No, that's awesome. That's cool. I'm glad you said that with the whole. I see my kids that they see that I'm pursuing this, but at the same time, I try to be a great father. I try to be a great husband, and then also as far as my career, I got to make sure that it pays my bills and the mortgage and shit like that.
100%.
But I found my groove with time and being honest with them and self-reflecting and trying to, because all of us get those blinders on sometimes, but it's not good. If I'm not a good father or a good husband or keeping up with my work schedule, that's not good for everybody around me. I need to balance everything out. And I think one of the hardest things that I always talk to everybody about, it seems like everybody takes time to find what works for them and their groove to move forward, because you just grind and focusing on this one thing is not good.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, a lot of your other things in your life are gonna start lacking, and it's gonna show in time.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. So again, man, you taking everything out of my mouth. I say this on a regular. You gotta make time for yourself. You gotta make sure when you do put that time in for yourself, go all the way in. Don't half step. Don't half fast. Because you saying when people say I got 2 jobs. I'm like, but you understand, you're working hard for them. What are you doing for yourself? What about that downtime on your, when them days that you got off because you working those 2 jobs, busting your ass off, that day off you wanted to do so much on your creativity or whatever you wanted to do. But what you doing? You sleeping, just resting, getting fucking ready. Go right back to them and give them all your efforts to where when I think it's almost like how it's set up with jobs, like how the shit go, man. My opinion on it is just, hey man, work the dreams out of them.
Yep. Right. I say that all the time. I was like, yeah, my IT career is sponsoring me to pursue this.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure I keep up with my career. You know what I mean? I just can't be lacking. I can lose my job and my financial security to pursue this. So I'm not going to be able to pay. Like, one thing that I've always said, like, I might not have the biggest numbers and supporters like that, and the people that do support me financially, I respect it, and I show them what goes into the stream. I was like, hey, y'all, I got a new camera. I bought a new game. I try to do giveaways here and there. And a lot of people just financially support me because they want to. You know what I mean? I don't expect it, but it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool, but not doing it for, like, I used to be focused on just I was making X amount of money. And then over time for everybody, the money started dwindling. And once I started realizing that I was chasing numbers and the money, I was just like, damn, like, once that I was all gone, I think it was a blessing in disguise, because last year was just all the numbers started crushing down and everybody started getting, numbers as far as money, and people that were full-time stopped doing it full-time because money wasn't there. And I was like, once I stopped chasing the money and the numbers, creativity, I was like, damn, it was like a relief.
Yep.
It was a relief to be like, what am I doing? I started doing this because I was having fun. And I'm pursuing this and meeting people. Why the fuck was I doing that? But it was something that I needed to go through individually by myself to make me realize and have the gratitude. Like, you know what? I have done this in X amount of time. I feel comfortable moving forward doing this and doing that.
Yep.
And I was like more in my lane as far as like, okay, I know who I am and I'm comfortable with moving in the way I do. Yeah. So explain, like, how do you keep your motivation going with, you're saying you're a father and you're keeping up with work and, keeping up with different games. How do you keep that motivation in and out every day?
Every day, one is, okay, we already are parents, so you take a look at a photo of our son. That's one. And what's another thing? Like you said, the motivational music, if I do hit a brick wall, but I just get up and scroll on my phone and see somebody doing something. Like, everything is just something small. It could be something real small, like right now, like what we doing. Like, this is like, I'm gonna go home and stream. I just got like fucking motivated because I met a awesome dude. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, sky's the limit. Like my old Wayne song. Yeah. Sky's the limit. My favorite song. So it's it's like music or something, anything small, bro. It could be anything. Yeah. Thank God I woke up today.
Yeah, I get into it's funny because as I gotten older, I'm more grateful and have more gratitude.
That's
and
when you get older.
Yeah, just like I find inspiration and like a moment of clarity and happiness, like through a lyric of a song.
Yeah.
Through reading somebody's motivational quote, or somebody just saying, hey, fucking this sucks, but I did this, and this, and just hearing people. And I just focus on everything positive. So if I see anything negative, I just kind of take it off my radar. I don't have time to keep up with people that are bitching about life or not doing this or finding excuses like, oh, I work full time, I can't do this, I can't. You can. Yeah. You just got to figure it out. And you don't want to take the time to figure it out. You just want it just to work. You know what I mean?
Just want it just then the ones that just put a little bit of work in and be like, look what I just did. You see? Look what I did. I'm like, oh, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
It's all about consistent. Like, it don't have, everything doesn't have to be good all the time.
Yeah.
The worst, like, you know how many times I was streaming, I went on losing streaks in certain games. I just be like, I get mad, but at the same time, all right, what you gotta do better? Come on, make up. My favorite line is, make up for your fuck ups.
Nice.
That's all it is. Make up for your fuck ups. Ah, damn. Like, cause I play, mind you, on 2K, when you play point guard, I tell everybody, cause my mindset, the way I play, I'm old school basketball, so I don't play like real old, like these new ways of the cheese meta way. So it's like, I'm a lot of my passes is risky. I'll call myself the Brett Favre of basketball. I'm gonna throw some turnovers, but I know at the end of the day, you make up for your fuck ups. I'm always gonna make up. You mess up in the game, make up. Like I like when I'm playing, like, so basically every game I play, I make sure it's all about, I can have a community. Like, I always can play with people.
Yeah.
I have my moments like I know the new Spider-Man coming out, Wolverine coming out. So I have my little single player moments. But other than that, my stream and what I do, how I game, I go off of just giving people opportunities.
Yeah.
Give them change. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm real big on, man. So.
Yeah. I like that too, because playing games with people is why we started playing video games. You know, when you're having like, oh, you don't have a second controller when you're little? Damn.
Yo, bro.
Somebody comes over, we have to take turns.
Yo, I don't like it. That's why I made sure that I made sure it's controllers in mine. I remember back on PlayStation 2, the little multi-tap.
Yeah.
Hook up all the controllers, all my cousins come over, man. That's little stuff like that, like memories.
Yeah.
Memories that keep you going to the day. Like I have like cousins that I play with on a game. We just remember when we was young, and now look at it. Like look how far we become a dream. Yeah, that's all it is. Everybody used to say when I was little, hey, where Ryan at? He on that damn game.
Yeah.
Every block party, cookout.
Yeah.
Hey, they be on a game. They be like, you gonna play him? Nah, we ain't gonna play Ryan.
My mom would always say, rest her soul. She would always say, where's Jimmy at? Where's Jimmy at? Now he's already full. He ate Nintendo all morning and shit.
Yo, every time we was on it, be locked in. Man.
Yeah,
So,
but it was funny because I grew up playing sports too, so I wasn't just inside playing games. I was playing sports and things like that. So, but my mom would always give me a hard time, because gaming was such a bad stigma. Like, oh, you're not doing it, you're just sitting there. You know what I mean? But I made sure that I was out playing outside and had friends and a social life.
Right.
But gaming is not as bad as it is anymore. You know what I mean? As long as in moderation and things like that, and it could lead to career opportunities to make a living. Doing that shit too.
I built a brotherhood. I built a family all off of gaming. Like, and it's like it's people that I still haven't like met yet, but we talk every single day on the game. Like it's times we not even on the game. Like we on the game, but we just in the party just talking, like just conversating. Shout out to No Breeze.
There you go.
Rated, my boys.
There you go.
And then the list goes on and on. It's a lot of us, but like us three were like years ago. Chevy, but us four, we started this a long time ago, back in 2016 to be exact.
That's cool.
And we all been, and then ever since then it grew to where it's like us a big family now.
That's cool. Like everybody just start. If you guys all have that in common in your friendships and things like that,
it's big.
It's cool.
Like we were big the family. Like we all got kids. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest goal is we all get together to where we can have like a family reunion, but it's all off of just
gaming.
Look what gaming.
Yeah, dude, that's dope, man.
It's insane.
Yeah, with this whole like with the space changing and people being more open with variety, like how do you see the rest of your year coming out as far as when it comes to your content? Like what are some of the things that you're looking forward to that you want to start doing now that you met more people and been more confident? Like what kind of things are you looking to by the end of this year that
by
you'll
the
be
end
doing?
Of this year is always in this way, any platform, a partnership. But the biggest one is continue to do work with people and learning more, because every day it's a learning process with content creating. It's so much stuff that I've been doing this streaming shit since 2018. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I'm
still behind. It's stuff that I still learn, but I can just get better at every day. It's probably something I'm going to forget, like, because when it comes to me with the streaming ethic of it, like I said, I'm just consistent of it, but I'm more of a caveman to it. Just give me, I'm more like, live. Okay. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Let's do this. Editing, graphics. Oh, what? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I just want to, look, watch me play, please.
Yeah.
But it's a learning process, because my skill as far as computer wise, man, we talking about PowerPoints.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going back to high school. I can show you all my creativity in PowerPoints, but being a content creator and understanding our job, because again, it's our dream jobs. But being a content creator, it made me better every single day. Like every single day, I'm just getting better.
Yeah, I like how you said that, because like I even told my wife, like I used to work as an IT travel guy. I was making decent money, and then COVID hit and I lost my job. And I always was playing games, and when I was traveling, I was kind of doing unboxings on YouTube and kind of fucking around with that.
Yeah.
So live stream wasn't ever in my wheelhouse until like I was at home and stopped traveling, and Facebook was blowing up, and I would see streams. I saw Stone Mountain on there. And then yeah, and then it was funny since I started like looking into everything, and I was figuring everything out because I had an IT degree, so I was able to get my video card. Because everybody, man, your mic sounds amazing. Oh, your picture sounds amazing. Because I took the time and I already kind of had a leg up when it comes technology wise. You know what I mean? I didn't know certain other things, but I learned, and it was funny. And then I tell my wife jokingly because growing up, obviously I'm a really small guy. I was always the funny guy. I had a lot of charisma, and I jokingly would tell my wife, I was like, everything I've done in my life has led for me to be good at this.
That is fucking hilarious.
Isn't it crazy?
You said you was small. You say I was small, so I was always funny. Look at me, brother.
Yeah.
I was big belly in the hood, so that stuff made you push.
Yeah.
Like, man, I could do this.
Yeah.
Look who I am, man. I'm confident who I am.
Yep.
We're good at what we do.
Yeah.
So it's like, besides, if we were not gaming, we're gonna drop something to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Even though we're probably going through something at the moment. So the most funny people when we do a lot of stuff.
It's a blind
but we gonna give you a good laugh.
Yeah.
Soon the camera done, we like, it's done.
Right. It's funny because I was I've always been a like when I walk into a room and people know, oh, Jimmy's here and shit like that. I've always been kind of like, the guy that everybody would look to hang out with, and I was very fortunate to have a lot of friends that are cool people. And like, I'm good. It's not like I was trying to be popular or famous like that.
Right.
But around the people in my inner circle, we all look forward to seeing each other. And just when I started doing all this shit and I felt more confident being myself, that's when I started doing, I just went from here and I just jumped. Boom. I was like, I feel confident in just being myself. Why am I hiding showing my life? I have kids. My kids are going to come in and out of the stream. They play with me. I'm not going to be good. I have shit going on. And I was like, damn, this is me. I was like, everything has led for me to be a decent content creator without even realizing it. Just me being myself. And 100%. A lot of people have a hard time that, with the whole gamers are introverts. So it's hard for them to talk on stream or hold a conversation. But they might be really good at the game, but they're lacking that.
I know people that and it's crazy. I know people that I used to be kind of like cool with or whatever. They used to just be on the stream and it just be like, sup. Killed him. He's down. Left. Got it. I'm like,
ain't nobody gonna want to watch that.
Hey, bro, I know what you did was nice, but he ain't gonna watch that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I always tell people that stream and get in, don't get scared.
Just say what you're doing.
Just say what you're doing. Like, talk a little bit, vibe out.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that does that. I'm like, yo, just have fun. Like sometimes nobody just don't want to watch you doing. You don't have to be super good in the game.
Yeah.
There's so many games that I play, I get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
But it's the effects that I do. I'm like, ah, damn.
Right? It's funny. I like how you say that because people show up for you after they get to know you. They show up for you. They don't care what you're playing.
Yeah.
I always say they're like, oh, what's Jimmy playing now? What's Jimmy playing now? What's Jimmy playing now? And I like that because I'll play new games just so people can get I can get the reactions out of the gameplay, dude. And I was more confident just making VODs and I always knowing that my content doesn't always have to just be streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that took time to get there to realize that. A lot of people don't know that. You were saying, I'm a caveman. I just press play. But you took the time to realize, like, all right, what can I do to keep stacking my skills? I say that all the time. Add tools to your toolbox.
Always. You got to keep, what's it called? The mise en place. And go back to the school, kitchen work. Shout out to my chefs. Mise en place. I put everything in order. Everything in order in place. You got to make sure you want to keep getting better, because I don't want to mess up the word. You got to keep getting better at what you do. So, yeah, I'm like, before I go live, I'm like, all right. Then when I go live, I'm all like, yo, I'm me.
You're prepared,
I'm cool. But now it's just when I had to get better at the effects and the graphics, and boom. You gotta learn. Go back to school again. And that's when I did. I'm like, you know what? Let me just. Okay. Turn to page 3. All right, we're gonna get better.
Yeah.
So
I like how you say that because it's always ever evolving. The people that I've got to meet that are taking this serious always say the same thing. Always changing. Always keeping up, always learning, because this space changes so goddamn much. If you're not keeping up, you're not going to be successful. I mean, I always say this with content creators. Everybody's doing it for different reasons. But if you want to be successful and potentially make a living off to this, a career path, you have to keep up.
Right. Right.
You have to keep up with what's going on and what works for you, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're going to get left behind.
100%. Take a little break, man. And you just, boom, like when I tell people it's okay to take a mental break, but I was like, but just stay active on what you do. Please stay active what you do as far as like your page or you know what I mean? Like, I just had to take a mental block, man. Stuff going on. I get stuff is going on. Life, it happens. But if you can't go live, just post something. Just say a motivational quote, something. You know what I mean?
Let everybody know what's up.
Let everybody know what's up, man. Shout out to Bandit. He gave me that quote right there.
Yeah.
But it's, you gotta stay active. You gotta stay active. Just keep active because again, if you want this, you gotta put all in.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that a lot of people, the consistency is a big thing.
It's a real big thing.
Yeah, I might not be streaming every day, but I'm dropping a reel or I'm dropping a VOD every other day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I know that for me to succeed, I have to do those kind of things, and a lot of people don't want to
at all
do those kind of things. How you saying editing? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was already editing before I was streaming, so I was like, I know how to edit. how to use programs. So I was already doing that. I already would fuck with Photoshop. I was making my thumbnails. So I always jokingly say, man, I was built for this.
Yeah.
I was built. The only thing that I needed to get right was my state of mind and my balancing, because I had all the skills. I just didn't know how to go about it. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, my growth and the way I'm going about it might be slower than a lot of other people, but I feel confident that I know this is going to fucking work.
Yeah, right.
Because I am doing all the right things to possibly put myself in a position to make a living out of this in 2-3 years. And I'm okay with that. I'm not in a rush. I'm enjoying the journey, and this is a marathon. Yeah, this is a marathon.
It's a marathon. Again, you said it best. This is a marathon, man. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. But the best part is when you see your growth and the journey, like that journey at the end, you know, I'm not saying the end game, but when you get older and look back, like, damn, I really went through all this. I remember when I first started my stream, bro, I'll never forget one comment. Somebody came in my stream when I was streaming live. They said, "This live?" And I was like, "Yeah, we live." He said, "Man, this look like a replay." I never heard that before. I laughed so hard when I ended the stream that night. I was like, "You're gonna get better at this.
Yeah,
you're gonna get better technically." Because I was streaming off a simulator app, a laptop. I have a laptop that wasn't strong enough, and I had a simulator app that I was BlueStacks. I was streaming off of BlueStacks, and it was the only game that the graphics can hold up on was just Call of Duty, because the simulator app was known for mobile phones. So Call of Duty was the only strongest game. But if I wanted to play 2K or Madden or any type of fighting games, the colors would just take over the field, just take over the entire game, to where it's like this shirt would just start going up and to where you can't see nothing. So it's like I just had to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And that's when at that time, when I first started streaming back then, when the first Warzone came out, I was just nonstop Warzone.
Yep.
That's all I can do, because it's all of my games that I can hold on. So it's definitely about its journey.
Yeah.
To where I used to be at back then to now, man, I came a long way.
Yeah. I like that. I say it all the time, man. I've been enjoying the pit stops, because before, and you kind of hinted at it, is like not the end game, but sometimes people are so focused on the end of the road that they're not enjoying the process. So I always like, I started training jujitsu again. I grew up playing hockey, and I'm getting back in the gym, and I'm just getting my fucking ass kicked, right?
Right.
Every goddamn training session, hour of just grappling and getting my ass kicked by a bunch of kids. But I always say it, God, I feel good. Embrace the suck.
Yep.
I enjoy this. The process. I never going through the process of being a content creator. I'm enjoying it more and more now, because I'm okay with it. A lot of people are just so focused on trying to get there instead of like enjoying the progress to get there. Yep. You know what I mean? You're more worried and have your blinders on. And for me, that's when I feel more confident in how I establish my content and how I go about myself, because some people are just go, and then they burn out.
That's 100%.
You know, burn, go, and then they don't know what's going on. It's like, dude, self-reflect, take care of yourself, and shit like that,
like,
man.
You don't understand, because like it's times when I have to tell myself to chill. Like I can, because, and again, it's crazy, because when I stream, like I said, a lot of streamers, I know you look for their numbers and they want, like, to me, it's just like, it could be just one viewer the entire time. and it's not like that no more. But when it does get like that, I'm still going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because again, I'm just like, I'm fighting. It's like, what are you fighting for? I don't know, to get better. And it's like, I'm doing what I love to do. Again, I'm getting better. Something that I'm missing, something I'm doing. When most people get that type of vibe when they see 1 or 0 at the moment, and don't even say bye. Don't even, like, you don't know who's watching. And sometimes I don't hear nobody say numbers lie.
Yeah,
the numbers be lying.
Yeah,
it could be 1 or it could be 7. It could be. And then at the time when I end my stream or something, you see the engagement. I said, okay, I know it was more. Like, it's more because at the end of the day, they're gonna rewatch it.
Yeah,
somebody go back and rewatch it. So it's like, I always stream.
Yeah,
and I think my goal is to get what I need to do to get better. 100% is scheduling.
Yeah,
I'm literally I'm the guy that's just like, you get a notification. Oh, we live. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I go live a lot, so it's like, I think that's the best way I can make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I go live a lot, so
yeah. Hey, that's what I'm saying. I tell people all the time, like, find out what works for you, because like I can't stream as much as I would like, but when I do go stream, what I do, and I tell people, I was like, don't depend on the notifications. I was like, I have 3 groups that are just for my people.
Yep.
Right. Then I have the Discord, and then I have a messenger. So I let everybody know, hey, I'm going live today at noon at this time. And then when I go live, then I send it to all my groups and I send it to the group chat. So this way I'm not depending on the platform to let people know that I'm going live, because we know how that is sometimes. It's broken sometimes. And people like will make excuses like, well, notice aren't working. Well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And that's when I was like watching other streamers. They're like, oh, have you guys ever heard of the Discord notification? I was like, what? What's that? Like, if you're on Discord, I'll send a message out to Discord that I'm going live. If you don't get it from Facebook, or you don't get it from Twitch, or you don't see it on your phone, I'm like, there's ways. There's ways.
There's so many ways.
There's so many ways.
That
you just have to.
You got to keep. You just putting the effort in. Again, don't be like how I used to be, the caveman. I just go live and then I do the simple shares. No, this go everywhere. Share all platforms. Share everywhere. I'm blowing my. I think every account platform I got, I'm blowing it up. I'm sharing all my stuff everywhere. So it's like, again, it's the best way to network.
Yeah, and you got to get out there too, because you can't. And I'm glad you say that, because I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Kick, and I keep up with all my shit in different little ways. You know what I mean? Because I want to get out there.
Yep.
I'm just trying to see if somebody comes across me and likes my stuff. Great. You know what I mean?
Same.
So, but if you're just banking on one platform, then hoping people show up, good fucking luck.
Yeah, I tell you. I tell people, hey, if you just hear that's the only one, you gotta be nonstop putting out work, bro. I don't know, but I'm on every platform. Every platform you could think of, even every platform. More the story everywhere. I'm nonstop putting out work. Yeah. So you may never know, man.
Yeah. That's the thing too. So going into next year, like an ideal near future, where how do you see yourself in another year as far as content creation? Like, what do you see yourself doing? What do you hope you'll be doing?
First thing first, next going forward, me and you doing some more work, for sure.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but just networking with more people, because now, like, I'm always in the house doing, events and streaming and stuff, tournaments. But now, going forward, like I said about after TwitcherCon, I want to keep meeting more people and being locked in with more people, because you could build a friendship that can end up working out for both people that really like. You know what? I needed to be around you at this time. You know what? It was an honor meeting you. You know, it was meant to. It was meant for us to meet. You know what I mean? So that's the best thing about it. You know what I mean? You just continue to grow. Yeah, I've been putting myself out there more and more. Yeah.
And I've been getting a lot of props on what I'm doing with this, and I'm just like, man, this is just something I wanted to do, and I made sure I put myself in the position to do it, and have the quality and the right type of people to talk to, man. Because sometimes I just be getting out. I get random people just hitting me up. Hey, I want to be on your podcast. I was like, we've never had a conversation. We have nothing in common other than you're a content creator. I'm a content creator. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And a lot of people take that personal or whatever. I'm like, dude, it's just like, how many of us are all doing the same thing? I tell people this is like, I say it all the time. It's like the rap game. Just because you rap and I rap doesn't mean we got to make a music
You feel me?
video
You
together.
feel me?
You know what I mean? If it doesn't click, that doesn't mean we can't be cool.
Yeah.
And support each other and respect each other. We don't have to work together. I hate people would come in and be like, we got to co-stream. We should co-stream. I'm like, I don't even play the same game as you, or
like,
the vibe might not be there.
Like just like, and again, they go off of the traction you have.
That too, I hate that.
And that's one thing I kind of like I mastered that to where it's like I downplay it, and I'm just like, come on, man, you're not even consistent enough. You're not even doing what you want to do, and like you're saying you're doing it because of where we at right now. No, put in the work.
Yeah,
like it's just put in the work, and trust me, I work from home. I see everything. ain't nothing too much of this stuff missing my eyes. So it's like, it's all love though. It's like,
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's all love. No,
but we're just on different. We're on different levels.
We're on different levels. You know what I mean? We were definitely on different levels, and it should be no hard feelings like on their part. It should be like, you know what, I respect that. You know what I mean? I understand that you're here with it. You know, I'm still right here, but I'll just catch you when I catch you. When I can, I find my way to put you in Jones. But other than that, if you're not trying to be, and that's the best thing. I'm not asking you to be where I'm at, but if I see you're trying, oh hell yeah, all day and forever, we can do it. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I say this quote. I've said it a couple times on conversations. I want everybody to win, but I ain't trying to fix your plate. You fix your plate, I fix my plate. We all eat.
That boy said, I do get you said the right one. You said the perfect one.
Yeah.
Like we all gotta eat, but at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna show you the way to, like, I'm gonna show you the best way to do the grind. Like, hey, if you want to grind hard, go this route. Not just, hey, shit, I know he gonna make it, so I know I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like, hey, my brother, you got to push for that goal too.
Yeah. And that's one thing too, and I'm at fault for it too. When I first started streaming, I would try to follow people bigger than me and hope that I could play with them and hoping that I can get their following. Yeah. But that wasn't, I didn't know. I didn't know that. 100%. I just felt like everybody else was doing it, or I've been guilty of this too. I used to do, when I first started, I would do the follow for follow. I would just try to co-stream with everybody, and I would, in hoping to start getting traction off of everybody's work. And without realizing, like, I'm chasing clout like a fucking idiot.
No,
here I am, like, but I didn't know any better. I didn't know any better because nobody told me.
Yeah, when you first come in without guidance, you're gonna be doing the same. Like, it's like on like in the games today. If you don't know nothing about the game, go to YouTube. YouTube will show you the easy way to make whatever you want to make or do whatever you want to do. Nobody wants to put that real grind in like how we used to do it back in the day. If you wanted that Easter egg outfit, we will go find that shit in the game. Now is, see your debit card?
Yeah.
You can have it right there. So it's like, nobody wants to put that, like I said, that real grind and effort into it. So it's like, I did the follow for follow thing too. Like, I didn't know the follow for follow, and I didn't. But when you do the follow, probably like what, 100 something, 100 plus people that you did follow. You probably like what, 3 of them.
Maybe.
Maybe 3.
Maybe they come by.
Come by and like show love.
Yeah.
So it's like, once I understood, it was like, came to the moment I was like, I just gotta keep grinding.
Yeah.
And then keep, being consistent in certain people's streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not certain people, I mean just people's streams that I know. And it's not always, because I know what you do, because I used to be in streams, people that's big, like who I just met, like over the weekend. I used to just be in their streams, just them. But then I was like, let's start going to people that's almost on where I'm at too.
Yeah. I always tell people, try to network with people that are around the same size as you, that are pursuing the same way, because you could feed off each other and you're able to reach out, because a lot of people you might not be able to reach out to, because I get this all the time. They're like, hey, go talk to so-and-so, go talk. I was like, I don't know them. So, I don't know. I can't just be shooting my shot all randomly and hoping you know what I mean? It's within reason.
It's like a pyramid. It's the same way. So when it comes to the big partners, the big time streamers, of course, they motivate the mid-level, like I guess to say where we at, the mid-level content creators. And the low level to where I'm usually at, I'm supporting because I know, and like you said, in a year or so, I see myself up there in that level. So I want to make sure that everybody that's still chasing, that don't see the light at the moment, they be like, I'm doing all this and I ain't getting this and I ain't getting that. I'm the motivator from there. Like, yo, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me. Just and then it start little travels more, start getting out a little bit more, take time off. Like you say, you got vacation time. Okay, cool. Let's go do an event. Like I do so many local events that goes on. Like I'm in every type of thing, and I let them know I stream, I do this, and they're like, you do oh for real? It's really working. Like I just moved out here like 3 months ago, not three Jesus 3 weeks ago. And the people that was helping me move in, I told them what I do. They was like, is it worth it? I said, you're a mover, bro. You get up every single day and do what you do. What you do in your downtime? He said, man, I just be resting. Vibe out. What do you do? Man, I take photos and all that stuff. Chase it.
There you go. That's cool.
There you go. And he was like, yo, for real. And I showed him all my work, like all the stuff that I do and everything. And I showed him TwitcherCon, you know, because it's like a big event. He was like, I said, look at all these photographers that was out here, man. Like, come on, like, really think about it. You could be there. Or why? Go to a football, like, see, photographer for the football games and stuff at Atlanta Falcons game. Like, he showed me his page. He's really got skills.
Yeah, and he
so
just never
like,
really...
You never really, like, had that, somebody to come up to you and was like...
Push you in the right direction.
Do it.
Go do this.
Do it. So that's where I come in at, to where I'm at, because when I talk to, like, people like Swisher and all them, I was talking to them and just like, yo, y'all understand, y'all motivating times when they be having they down moments and they streams, they going through it. I'm like, yo, this y'all, you letting us know that y'all are human just like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all not just like, oh my God, I'm perfect. No,
everything's
like,
going good.
No, we all have down times.
Yeah.
So that's what motivates. That's what gets me motivated.
Yeah.
When I see they had a real heart to heart, like real person moment.
Yeah. I love those because when we were talking about the follow for follow, and I'm trying to play with people bigger than me. Once I started like more being confident, started learning the scape of the field and editing and stuffing, I was like, I never had anybody to teach me this.
Yo.
So as people were coming in, I always say, if I can help you within reason, I will point you in the right direction, but I'm not going to do everything for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I do all the time. Like, well, how do you do this? How you do this? Well, then how do you do this? I was like, well, if you learn this, then you'll learn that.
You learn that part.
Well, can you help me with it? I was like, I'm spitting the game. Now it's for you to pick up the ball and go. I'm not going to just giving you a layup every goddamn time.
Every time, bro. Like,
you know what I mean? You gotta dribble a little bit and work and get down there too. You know what I mean? Because I did the same thing. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have big co-streams. I didn't have any people that I was playing in groups of that are other co-streamers. Like, I built my community and my shit around me. And it took me a little longer than other people. So if I can help somebody, take a couple shortcuts to help them, bump up a little bit, then I do.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm like, hey, focus on this, focus on that. Don't worry on this. Don't worry this. Do this, do this. Like, what do you want? What's your goal? Okay, well, you should do this. I've seen people do this. Don't do that. Because I've been around. So I'll spit the game out to people all the time. You know what I mean?
I do the best that I can. I'm going to spit this game. I'm going to give you some little quick knowledge. But again, I'm not going to just like do everything and show everything. Like, I can give you the best stuff to where it's like, hey, look, that path, don't go down that path or how you want to do your stuff. I think you should go this way on this route. But at the end of the day, we are all grown. But still, don't get mad when it's started. But I told you which route to go. So it's again, I can't just give you everything. Like, I know people that's mad at me all the time about, dang, he ain't show me this. That, oh yeah, he done made it to where he at, and now he acting all bougie or whatever. I never got that. You know what I'm saying? But it's more of, it's no hate. It's all love. Like, I look at it as all love.
If anybody feels that away, if anybody feels that about me, then what the fuck? If you really, really know me, just like, I'm gonna help you, but within certain things, I have time that I have to do shit too. I can't just be helping you with your reels and editing your shit all the time. You know what I mean?
I'm more of a, I could show you the door, and I can crack the door. The goal is to bust the door open together as one. But if you trying to like just, I'm right behind you. Yeah. While I'm trying to bust the door open, that ain't gonna work like that. The goal is we could bust the door open together and as one. And we, you know what I'm saying? I got people that's 100% all in, and we're gonna do that. People that's half stepping, you know what I mean? Hey, man.
Yeah, some people, like, there are a lot of people that I started with that don't even stream it or create content anymore. And I felt like, I was like, man, we in this together. And I started realizing, you know what? Just because we're cool and everything like that, it's not meant to be. So you got to start surrounding yourself around the right type of people. And they might not be your immediate family or friends, but talking to the right type of people will give you that clarity and that inspiration, you know, that you get from each other, like with these events.
He said, "Talk that talk, man." That boy just dropped the freestyle. He dropped the bar. Y'all understand that Jimmy a rapper, man. Yo, bro, that was a bar because I say this. I say everything you just said. I just said, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you gotta put in that work, man. You got to, because, and that's the best thing I do, like these events and all that stuff. I'm trying to motivate you to get you where you at.
Mm-hmm.
So many people I started with,
but I can't,
bro. It's so many people I started with, and they had a big, like this big dream and all this stuff. I done went separate way with people. You know what I mean? Went their own path. You had people, you know, like almost they roll with you, and then they saw some type of traction. They was like, all right, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then almost like copy your work as well. So it's like it was a lot that people they think it's like small stuff. It's not that big, but as a content creator, it's big. When you say we about to do something big, we about to go for it to make something big, make a name for ourselves, and then you renege, that hurts.
Yeah.
That really hurts.
I truly was believing in you, and I heard.
I put a lot of effort into you.
Yeah.
I gave you my all to let you know, and I told you confidential stuff to where it's like, we're gonna do this to make it here, and then you just went your own route, and then like you wasn't doing it because this is a dream. You're doing it for a competition.
Yeah.
You know how many people that you say you'd be cool with, they turn into a competition.
Yeah.
And then they play victim when you call them out on it. Make you look like you a crazy person, but at the end of the day, this field is just like any other field. If you was at work, if you was at a regular job and you had a coworker that you was real cool with, and y'all end up getting in trouble or something, and then I'm just giving an example, you get in trouble and then he just like, yeah, Jimmy did the whole thing. I just roll with him. I don't know what the heck. Yeah. You look back like,
motherfucker.
Bro, the manager, the general manager here, you just said what? Yeah. Oh yeah, you just bumped down and he moved up to a manager spot. You looked at him like, bro, that's messed up. So I don't understand how people like and that's the way they move. Yeah, and that's another thing that I've learned too with the space too, is that I keep everybody at an arm's length. Ooh. You know what I mean? I'm cool with everybody. I'm a friendly guy. I'll say what's up to everybody. But for you to start getting in here, there's got to be a lot of conversation off stream, not just content creation. We're getting to know each other. Shout out to my boy Titsu's Temple, man. Me and him did a co-stream that we were the plus ones, and we just crossed paths. Almost for 2 years, we becoming really good friends. I stayed with him out here in Atlanta. I stayed with his family. I know his wife. I know his kids. They know my kids. Like, we're genuinely getting to know each other. So we started working and we had a whole podcast series together that we did 10 episodes, but we sat down, we talked about what we both wanted to do. Right. And we did it. You know what I mean? That was the first time that I honestly was co-collabing with the content creator, but it felt right because we got to know each other first and know what we both wanted, because I'm not the type of person that'll just do something just to do something. I don't have the time just to be throwing shit on the wall and see what sticks. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. What are the moves that I need to make for it to work? Because I know it's going to work. I can't half-ass is how you're saying. It's like, you got to go in on it. So do it right. And when we did that project, man, people loved it. And they're like, when are you guys doing it again? I was like, we're going to figure it out. Yeah. But we built that friendship over time. And a lot of people just want that right away. And it's not like that sometimes, man. And that's, again, they forget about the off-stream times when you just in the party. That's why I say when I'm just in the party, just talking to my bros, like, you know what I mean? Like, we had some real, like, yo, we getting to know each other more. And that's how it was when people done, from back in 2016 up to now. Like, bro, we know each other. Ain't even been around each other like that. Yeah. It's crazy. But we are family. We are one, to where it's like, yeah, like my man No Breeze, we linked up a couple times. You know what I mean, man? No Breeze, I'm sorry, bro, but Jay, shout out to Jay, man. We linked up a couple times, but understanding that that's my brother. Like I know him because we connected off of playing 2K. He used to say one word. I'm in the cut. That's all he used to say. He'd be in the corner sitting ready to shoot a 3 or something. Like he would say, but at the end of the day, we end up building a chemistry and understanding, a friendship, to where it's like, yo, bro, I know what you've been through. I know what I've been through.
Yeah.
Man. Let's change the game.
Yeah.
And then my man Dylan, man, he's another one, man. He understood. He understood what we was doing. He understood he understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Look at us now. You know what I mean? It's good. Like I said, it's good to have people that have the same dream, the same passion.
Yeah.
To where you grow, to where like I said, look at us now. We're kind of deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got family, friends. You know what I mean? And then the family, me and my friends. That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
A connection, a vibe, and we all one. To where it's like I could not be on one day and they all on just vibing and gaming. To where this how we all. This is a family thing.
Yeah.
And like how big we are. I'll always look at it like, damn, we're really big now.
That's cool, man. That you guys have built that over time too. The friendship, bro. Yeah. It wasn't just like an overnight thing.
No.
It takes time to build those relationships and friendships, man. So, closing out, an ideal world, like, do you see yourself as a full-time content creator wanting just to do this full-time? That's like the goal for you?
The crazy thing is that is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I stopped cooking in 2018.
Okay.
And I was just like, I'm going all in. I missed my son's first steps.
Yeah.
That killed me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't doing it. Like I was unwanted. I was feeling unwanted in the restaurant business anyway. What I was doing, all my hard work was just going to, like, at the end of the day, you just a body here.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go all in.
Isn't it crazy how things like that fall into place that happen to you to realize that?
Like, yo, like I got batter all on me. I'm on the grill, all this, working this, and I'm just understanding that I just missed the most important thing in my life was seeing my son take his first couple steps. And here I am giving y'all my all. And y'all talking about something. Yeah, we can't just give you a raise just right yet. Maybe next week we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what I ended up doing, I just the whole line. I just put everything in a fryer. I put everything on the grill. I put everything on the stove. Put stuff in the oven. Everybody on the line, they was like, "Yo, what you doing?" It's like, I quit, and I just like I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired, and then I just went all in. I went all in on this. That's why I said again, still learning to this day. And
that's cool.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So to anybody that's like, say you chase your dream, yo, it's a big risk. It's a risk taker. But you do it, man.
Yeah. I like how you said that because, like, when I was traveling, I lost my job because of COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the company said they were going to take care of me. They didn't. And I busted my ass and put my relationship and not being around my kids because I was traveling for X amount of time. And they didn't take care of me.
Yep.
And I felt like, wow, I'm just replaceable.
Just like that.
I was, I've been in IT almost 14 years. And at that time, I was 10 years of being in IT, and I was working there for 7 years, and these fools just straight up, oh, we can't keep you, we can't give you a job. Just okay. I was on unemployment, and I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna bust my back for a company ever again. I just don't feel like it's for me anymore. Like, it just, I'm not stupid. I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna start pursuing something that I want to do, and hopefully that I can build and make a living off. And this is what we're doing right here, man. But thank you so much for coming through, taking the time to come out here. And I'm glad we crossed paths. You seem like such a cool guy. I'm looking forward to checking your content out more and getting to know you. And I appreciate this conversation,
all
man.
Love, man. All
yeah,
love,
for
brother.
sure, man. Plug yourself real quick. Let everybody know where you're at, where they can find you, and like that, man.
Everywhere. No, we out here, but you want to follow me on all socials, man. Facebook, Twitch. It's all the name. It's all the same. Wezzzy with 5 Z's. And
I'll have that in the description, guys. Y'all go make sure to go check out. He might be your cup of tea. He might not. But hey, I genuinely seem to like him and getting to know him. Hey, he might be your cup of tea, man. But if not, just go show what's up and say that you guys enjoyed watching this episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, listening to on Spotify and iTunes, thank you guys for your continuing time and support. Until next time, peace out, homies. Y'all take care.